Nice. Wait, what is that passive? Nice. Wait, what in the world? I don't remember that passive. I like going for this right away with bro. And then I like doing this. And then he actually misses us. And then we could stab him too. He's going to come in, get hit again. Oh my god, I love Kristina. Kristina may be my favorite. Kristina may be my favorite cat so far out of all my time with the game. Kristina's just absolutely amazing. Well, let's hop back into more Mewgenics. If you didn't watch the first video though, definitely make sure to go check that out. A link should hopefully pop up above me now. Definitely go make sure to check that out. We'd love to have support on the launch of the series, of course. Generally, launches the series do better than the other videos, so I would love for that video to at least do well. But yeah, nevertheless, let's just get to that thing. And then we get to babies. We got Kristina here. We got Zap, which is cool. I haven't actually seen Zap. Good intelligence. Kristina's actually kind of a boss. I like what I see there, especially as a baby. And then Cardo as well. We have good offspring. I didn't realize how good our offspring was. I don't think I checked that in the last episode. So those babies are on it. Sorry, there was a guy delivering a package, so my attention was taken. Then we got the boy Dave. Not bad stats either. Just his bad stats. Like that's a little rough here, but overall that's not really too bad though. Decently well rounded. And wait, what is this move? Chicken? Spawn a cooked meat pickup. Okay, that's barbecue. That boy didn't want some barbecue. He even got to the face like, hey, if you leave them ribs next to me, I'm stealing them. But all right. Let's see what this is. All right, so Butch got something else going on. I think this is unlocking a new class. So check this out. I got a new collar for you. This class is called the Cleric. A pretty hoity-toity religious type. Judgmental, sure, but boy can they heal things. With the solid cleric on your team, ain't no one going down. And if someone does, just pray on it. Cleric collar is unlocked, so we'll be able to utilize that once we start another run and go up against... Once we start another run, we'll have that as an option, but obviously we could still only do 4, so that adds into all the crazy, wacky decisions that just have such a big domino effect in this game. We got to decide what role is everyone best at. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hungry cats, so that's going to knock down to 35, but not too bad. That's still plenty of food. But it's not a lot. It's not a lot. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh no! All that hyping up the boys and getting all excited just for Pyramid to be like, bro, you want to fight me? Have fun tasting death. I thought cats had 9 lives. What's going on, man? Still a super sad situation. Rip, my boy Modius. We'll flick the lighter for the boy on a one time. Put your lighters up for the boy Modius. He lived a short life. Oh man, Pyramid, you animal. You devil. You make a guy red and then he's immediately evil. That is why I don't like the color red. Alright, anyways. Let's keep pushing. Oh my god, a weird guy showed up. Chappelle? Dave Chappelle? Just kidding. But interesting, this guy looks psychopathic. I am very much so a little scared of what Chappelle's gonna get up to. And I think we have enough to venture out again actually already now with that inclusion, because the 2 babies grew up and then Chappelle showed up and we already had Dave. So yeah, I think we have enough to go venture. The question is, do we want to? Chappelle honestly could be worse. And I really don't want I don't want anyone else to die, but I do kind of want to just see a baby. A baby would be nice. So let's play a little risky and let's do one more day. Well, let's go do both of these events though. Let's see what's going on here. Back to Butch's hideout. So it looks like that sewer monster man built you a pipe, huh? Oh, I wasn't doing the voice. Well, don't feel special. I got one too. Hey, that gives me an idea. How about you and I go into business together? You send me cats with combat experience and I let you kiss me behind the dumpster over there. What do you mean, no? Yeah, well, what about I expand that little box of yours then, huh? I'm talking about that box by your house, sicko. Oh my god. I can upgrade that old shoebox for you. That way you can hold more sharp objects. Trust me, it's worth it. Just send me a cat who's killed some stuff. I'll hook you up. Alright, I'm pretty attached to the gang right now, though. So I don't know, brother. We're back at Tink's trailer. Well, hello there. You are the talk of the town these days. Everyone's all like, there goes that so-and-so. Aren't they a catch? They got brains and buns. And I'm like, thanks, girl. But did you hear about that newbie in town who's been hoarding all those cats? And then they're all like, and then they are all, yeah, I heard about them. Well, what's this I hear about that book deal you landed? And I'm all, leave me alone, stalker. LOL, gosh, people today are so nosy, right? Anyway, this freaking goober. What's this about? You and me being pipe buddies? You know I could hear you talking in your sleep through that thing, right? You old perv. My wife made me cover the pipe with a quilt. She was so embarrassed. Oh my god. I'm the perv and you're listening? But listen, I need a baby. I have this empty hole in my heart. See, my wife and I, we can't have children of our own. So we have decided to start a cat family. And guess who the father is? It's you, silly. Just send me your kittens and I'm sure I can find a way to return the favor. But try not to send me any uggos. Keep your donkey-faced fuggos in the basement. Toodles. Oh my god, what an absolute psychopath. What if he's the boss at the end somehow? I'm just kidding. But he is crazy. But I do think, unfortunately, with comfort that low, cats are going to be more violent towards one another. It is not worth going another day. We have to take this crew. And we got to go make things happen. We're going to leave the cleric on the bench, so no cleric this time. Alright, we have a lot of different stuff we can equip, so let's figure out how we want to navigate that. Covering their face hurts my feelings, man. I don't want to cover their faces, man. I'm leaving that on the bench just because I don't want to cover their faces right now. Alright, Chappelle and the know-it-alls. Look at that. We're smart. We're know-it-alls. Back to the alley we go. So, just like that, we set back off into the alley for our next adventure with a team of Dave, Kristina, Cardo, and Chappelle. Let's quickly discuss the thought process behind assembling the team the way that I did so you have a better understanding of what's going on. Dave was chosen as our fighter mostly due to his high attack stat, however this color also made sense since it decreases intelligence by 1, a stat that was already low for Dave. Unfortunately, even with the +1 to speed though, from the fighter collar, Dave still only has 5 speed. This means ensuring Dave stays healthy will be a little bit of a challenge since he'll need to get up close to deal damage but then can easily be knocked out in revenge due to his unimpressive speed and health stats. Next up is Kristina. She was chosen as the Hunter, which in my opinion is one of the best classes, especially this early on. The class offers high damaging abilities that allow you to attack from a distance, which is ideal for the low health units that are often best for this class. However, the one major setback is they usually have poor accuracy. Kristina should be an excellent hunter, however. She will be able to attack from very far with her great dexterity, then she should be able to afford the high mana spells of the hunter class due to her high intelligence, and high luck will hopefully lead her to missing less of her attacks. Considering Kristina also has a passive ability in tower defense that deals 1 damage to any unit that comes within her range, I have very high hopes for Kristina. Moving along, we get to Cardo. Cardo will be our mage, a class known for having very mana expensive spells that are uplifted by their high damage output and decent range. Cardo was an easy choice for mage due to his high intelligence and charisma, the 2 stats that are beneficial to mana, as well as having Surf, a high cost mana spell, being one of his active abilities. Cardo has Hot Blooded as one of its passive abilities, which means burn Cardo inflicts will be increased by 1. We may be looking to replace it since Cardo doesn't have any burn inflicting abilities and has Surf, a water based move that puts out fire. So a little bit of unfortunate luck getting these abilities that don't really mesh well. Lastly, we have Chappelle, who will be our tank. Chappelle basically gets the tank class due to the other cats just being a little bit of better fits for the other roles. He was also tied for the highest constitution, which is the stat that determines what your health stat looks like. Chappelle gets Stoic as his passive ability, which rewards bonus movement if you don't move for a turn. This is one of my least liked abilities, as I find moving each turn a bit too beneficial for optimizing how we navigate the grid-based tactic battles, so I doubt we'll use it much at all. Let's see how this group of 4 fearless felines fares together. Alright, finally, the show's on the roll. Grab your popcorn, sit down, it's time to clown. There's enough kitties to go around. Let's see what enemies are inbound. Alright, alright, alright. Dang, you got nice and close immediately. Immediately. Would we rather do that, or would we rather do this? I think it's this. And then wham. Goodbye. Nice. Wait, what is that passive? Nice. Wait, what in the world? I don't remember that passive. That is so good against these, because they're trying, like literally it had a great behind the back attack, extra damage set up here on the boy Dave, but the reason it couldn't go for that is because when these guys get hit, they run away. It runs away when damaged. So that is so good against those little guys. Holy moly. Man, that was good. And then now we could do this, and we could do that. And we could also zap to try getting rid of that before it runs away. Oh man, how good was that? That was so cool. I think it's this way, even though we don't get close enough to anyone. The surf almost does. Oh, this does. Gain 2 mana, give 2 mana to a unit. Okay, so I could do that for one of the boys. One of the boys. I guess we'll do that there. We could end. Bro, that is so broken. Okay, I can finally look at this. When an enemy comes within range, shoot them for 1 damage tower defense. Let's look at all of our passives again. I forgot to do it on the others. But man, that is so good. I have yet to see that. It is insanely good. Like holy moly, I am loving that. Let's start here just so I don't forget. Alright, that means we can't bramble shot anymore. But we could still lob shot, which is all I need. So let's move here. Or we can move there. I think it's here. And let's take out this. Because we didn't kill that. And I may zap this again. It costs 4 though. Let's hold off. Let's hold off. Let's just go there. Let's do that. Nice. That has 1 left. We'll just zap you. Oh, that got us too? Yeah, it took some of our shield. Alright, no worries though. Want to make sure that died. Lots of things we could go towards, but I think I just go up here and potentially finish. I want to grab some of this stuff before we finish off, but at the same time, getting the extra luck is just so nice. You know, we can hit one of these. Oh, that's so cool, man. I'm sorry. That's so cool. And that's GG's. Look how crisp that was. That was beautiful, I must say. That was beautiful. We didn't pick up a lot though. That's the one trade-off I didn't do a great job of. Spawn a charmed Tom. That seems broken. That seems broken. Teleport to but the teleport to any grass or water tile is also broken, and we have terrible movement. So I like the idea of giving us a standing chance. But some of those really pesky boss fights get rid of all the grass and water, so then this becomes a dead move. I think this is the safer value. Alright, what did we get again? We got a glowing seed. Your basic attack spawns tall grass. That's pretty good. And where does it go? Oh, on the ring. That's a bit too bad. We're not gonna immediately use the perk, so I think that's actually a good little swap. A large bear trap blocks Dave's way forward. Disarm, go around. We gotta sadly try to disarm it. We have a better chance. I think he's gonna get hurt though. Yeah, I knew it. Dave bats. at the trap with his paw, trying to trigger it safely. Looks like it required more weight. He pushes down on the trap. Dave takes 7 damage. Womp, womp, womp. But we kind of saw that coming, unfortunately. I guess I could have tried going around because I did feel a little better about that, but not with our given stat. So, I don't know. I don't know. So beautiful, man. I swear. Hit it again. Hit it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. They're going to keep coming, and you're just going to keep mess them up. Oh, it's so cool. It's beautiful, man. I love it. I'm sorry, but I love it. Nice. Let's kill that. Alright, let's get Chappelle in here. We could go here. Let's actually zap the water. Should hit everything in the water. Oh, they're flying enemies though, so it doesn't hit them. That actually makes a ton of sense. I kind of want to go this way. I want these guys to focus on me, so I'm going to do that. Oh, and we're in the grass now. That was actually perfect. Big strats. Big time strats. Alright, let's get all the way over here. We're in the grass. We're safe. Let's kill this. And then let's hit one of these. That hits 2. It doesn't look like there's any way for me to hit 3. And then that's the give 2 mana. Okay. Nice. That's gonna make them run. We like that. Spawn a flaming meat pickup. Let's do that. End our turn. Took a little damage there. We could go all the way up here. Or we could go this way and snag that. Maybe let's snag this and then teleport. I think that's the play. And then let's teleport. It's right here. And let's kill that one. The other one's only excuse me, the other one's only got 1 health left. Nice. Take a little damage. Fortunately, those were already in our radius, so that's a little unfortunate damage to take. Not in love with that. Let's throw the meat pickup there. Let's move there. Let's heal. Let's kill that. End our turn. Damn. Alright. Not too bad. Not too shabby. I like what we were able to do there. Alright, so we got teleport to any tile. That is fantastic. It really fixes some of the issues we're having with movement. A fire spell that inflicts burn 1 and spawns fire in a perpendicular line. Whoa. We have to take that, well, not unfortunately, because it goes with hot blooded. It's just teleport also being here. A melee attack. This is shatter, and that was wall of fire. Shatter, a melee attack that instantly kills frozen units. If used on a boss, it instead removes frozen to deal 15 damage and inflict slow 2. It's the wall of fire, bro. It's the wall of fire, bro. Okay. Let's see what's here. What do we get? We get a human hand. Oh my god, bro. Alright, a human hand gives strength. Well, we know who that goes to. I like picking up coins, but I'm sorry. That's gonna go there. I don't think we need this. I don't think we need the glowing seed. Let's swap those. No, oh, okay, we may need it for the boss fight. Let's remind me. I wish you guys could remind me, but yeah, hopefully we can remember to swap that for the boss fight. Just in case there's no grass in the boss fight, we'll be able to spawn our own grass, so that'll be really nice. Anyways, Chappelle finds a mysterious machine with paper sticking out of it. Turn it on, ignore. I have to ignore that. Yep. Chappelle opts to leave the weird machine alone. He's not sure what the machine does, but paper doesn't sound very useful. Yeah, have to ignore that. Way too low on that stat. Very unfortunate. I'm not willing to do it for the memes, for the content. Oh, no. We don't throw for content. That's for the mother boys. Alright, can we kill that before it leaves? Chicken, whoever kills this gets all stats up and finds a bonus item. Ooh. I want to go here. Or I could go there. Let's go here though. And that's all we can do. Here, we can go... Yeah, we could go here. We could try this. Nice, we do get the hit. But then I'm gonna get a little damage off here. Nice. Nice. Might not be able to get out of the way of that, unfortunately, but thankfully that's our tank, so we're not too worried about that. And I think I want to do this. Or I could do it there. Let's just do that. Dang, I got that. I didn't even think it would. Nice. Then we could spawn a flaming meat pickup. Let's do that behind us, not in the grass. Let's be smart. Okay, can I hit that already? I think I can. Should we let Kristina get all stats up? I think we'd rather kill it than not. Let's do it. Nice. Nice. Nice, that didn't even get us. So we're already off to an immaculate start. Ouchie puts my bro on fire. Maybe not the smartest. Oh, and he can't move before it attacks again. Goodness gracious. Okay, that's not good. That is actually not good. We're gonna go here, I'm pretty sure. We would be leaving all this, which I think I'm... Oh no, we can't even make it all the way there. How far does that reach? Not that far, actually. None of these actually reach that far. So this is where we wish we had teleport. Because we actually aren't able to do much here. I think I still move there. But yeah, we're not able to do much. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, we'd only be able to hit our boys. Let's throw another flaming meat pickup. Let's throw it right there. Okay. Let's go all the way here. Oh, and then we still just slightly can't hit them. I guess that's okay though. Oh, or we do this? No, there's no grass over there. There's that water spot though. That's actually probably super smart to get to that water. Yeah, let's do that. And then now we can hit. Very nice. There's no way to do this without hurting bro. Because it does that tile right in front of it. Oh no, there we go. That's the way to do it. Directly on them. There we go. Okay, that wasn't that bad of damage. I assumed that was going to be way worse. I can't let Dave take even more damage. I just can't. So yeah, let's do it. Ouchie. Take a little bit of damage, but it really actually wasn't that bad. And then we can hurt it again. Very nice. Oh, and then we could do this too. Let's do that. GG's. Freaking G's. Look at all that food. Very nice. Okay, we got a heal, bro. Gain range. Drop to 1 HP. Damage you deal to bleeding units has life steal. The spell becomes lacerate. And that's blood zerk. I'm not good enough for all that. Jump to a tile and pull enemies towards you when you land. This sounds super strong for a guy that could use a little bit better movement. And then berserk, gain +5. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do the gravity slam. Gravity slam it is. That sounds good for our movement. I lost to a boss while playing previously from just having kind of slightly, like I had such one-dimensional movement, so I'm really focused in on trying to make sure our movement isn't something that hinders us in the long run. Let's see what the next random scenario is. We have Cardo discovers an old window, a shiny lattice. Okay, once again, Cardo discovers an old window, a shiny lattice of cracks spreads across the glass panes like a fragile patchwork of tiny mirrors. So we can bash, we can examine. We're gonna examine. Let's go! Even without an exterior latch, Cardo deftly slides. Deftly? I don't know that word. Slides his paw under the frame and lifts the window open. Cardo got ninja bandana. Let's go! How cool! You have a 10% chance to gain a bonus attack when you use your basic attack. Very cool. I like that. I like that. I like that. Yeah, let's do that. Spread that luck around a little bit better. Alright, in this fight we got 3 different enemy types, little rats, leapers, and maggots. Dave kicks things off very nicely by getting 2 knockouts on little rats, Cardo gets off a nice surf, and then having zap on 2 separate units easily takes care of the maggots. The only bit of damage we take is from 1 leaper catching us lacking and hitting 2 adjacent tiles that we had 2 units on. Otherwise, this fight was pretty clean and easy. Cool. Let's go. It's over. It's over. We got some fish. Okay, nice. Chappelle with the level up. Start a sandstorm. Sandstorms deal 1 damage to all units at the end of the round. If a sandstorm was already active, increase its damage by 1. That's too crazy. Drop a boulder on an adjacent tile, damaging and displacing units it lands on. That seems super good. Gain 99 brace. Jump to a tile to an ally, damage and displace them. Alright, so you do already have belly flop. But to the rescue also sounds good. That's pretty expensive, and belly flop's already 6, so I think we go with the 5 that also deals 5, deals 5, and it costs 5 magic, or mana. So yeah, I think that's a good call. Let's keep going. What we got here, a large pile of trash blocks Kristina's way ahead. The large heap is composed of deceased cats, a truly horrifying sight. So we can loot it, we can examine it. We're gonna loot it and hope for the best. That's our highest stat. Nice. Kristina climbs into a pile and pulls out some of the objects, looking for anything useful. Most of it looks like junk, but she manages to salvage some scraps. Kristina got paper shoulder pads. Kristina stored 8 food. Let's go. Let's go. Paper shoulder pads, +1 bleed thorns. Your basic attack inflicts bleed, fragile, brittle, flammable, melts in water. Okay, so we gotta avoid water, so that can't go on Kristina. That can go on some other. Bleed thorns deals damage and inflicts bleed to units that contact you. So this is easily here. Yeah, easily. Alright. What's in the box? Propeller cap. Okay. Okay. What does that do? Flying. Ignores tiles and can pass over units and objects. Ooh! Oh, that's so good. That's so good. It needs to be on something that's moving a lot, though. Oh, that's so good. I think it's here. I think it's there. He's gonna be the most up in the face of everything. It just makes sense. Moving a bunch. Let's get that rare candy. I'm sorry, I'm a rare candy fiend. I'm a Pokemon player. Of course I want rare candies. Your allies have Brace 1. Okay. Your movement action is a jump. Landing on a unit deals damage to them. Oh, wow. If you end battle with 1 HP, okay, or you can just get +1 damage. Your allies have Brace 1. Reduces all incoming damage. I think it's this. This is broken. And we already got a lot of really cool movement. As much as I love this, and I will admit I love this, this sounds broken. It's just like that benefits the whole team. I'm doing it. I'm doing that one. Dang, Roid Rage +5 for the rest of the battle. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I'm gonna save though. We just don't need that stuff yet. Even though they were good. If we go to the sewers, maybe we will. Oh, I forgot to swap the thing. Oh, hopefully there's grass. Alright, there's plenty of grass. There's plenty of grass. We make it to a boss fight against Radical Rat. He's notorious for being really good with his bomb placement, maximizing the amount of damage that they're able to get, as the bombs will explode in 2 separate directions. However, this fight is completely different for us thanks to the broken passive that Kristina has. Tower defense makes it to where we can damage these bombs from afar without even having to waste a turn or ability on doing so. This completely nullifies the original way that this fight goes, as Radical Rat can't explode his bombs. Kristina is so broken, I just want to mwah! Thank you for everything, Kristina. So he resorts to instead throwing the bombs at our face over and over and over again. The only other noteworthy moment in this fight is when I incidentally go for a wall of fire, trying to get some damage off on Radical Rat, but in the process deal a little bit of friendly fire damage to Chappelle.
Friendly goddamn fire!
Oh! I did not consider that. I thought the bomb was dead. Am I dumb? I thought the bomb was dead. We'll have to heal that off. That's really annoying. Otherwise, Kristina basically won this fight all on her own. Shoutouts to Kristina again. Absolute GOAT. That's it, baby. That's it, baby. Oh my god. Look at all that food. Alright, we got a squad. And when I say squad, I mean we got a squad. Resonance, when you cast a spell, gain +1 magic for the rest of the turn. Your basic attacks inflict burn. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's it. Sorry. If that was dumb, then let me be dumb. Alright, this mask you could still see their face some. So I don't hate it as much. The other one is just kind of like, it's a little much. It's a little much. And yeah, we're not going home. These boys? You think we going home with these boys? These boys got guns. These boys is about it. And I mean that gender neutrally. I get that there's some women in our team. Is Cardo a girl? I actually don't remember who even is a girl. Okay, there we go. Kristina's a girl. Kristina. The rest are all boys. I get that we have a woman on the team. Alright, we are in the sewers fighting against some crazy foes. Let's see how this goes. They're called bombers. Explodes when killed, damaging all nearby units, so we're gonna need to be very mindful of that. We kick things off in the sewers by facing off against some boomers.
Whatever you say, boomer.
No, not those boomers, these boomers. After we take some initial damage from the first killed off boomer on Dave, and unfortunately let Chappelle get hit into a spiky rock, we knock out the rest of the boomers pretty easily and move on. Nice. Oh, we took a little damage there. Explodes in a bigger circumference than what I thought. Anyways, Kristina's gonna get a level up. Kristina is going to have a passive ability to add, so these passives are super nice. Kristina only has 1 in tower defense. Once again, when an enemy comes within range, shoot them for 1, so broken. Gain +1 intelligence whenever you hit a new type of unit with an ability or attack. That's also super good. Goodness. That actually sounds broken for this passive. Our intelligence can just get so high. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for study. Alright, a strange figure made of sticks and twine hangs before Chappelle. A shiver runs down his spine. This is an ominous sign. Oh no. We have to destroy it. That's our only hope. Everything else is bad. Oh my god. Chappelle rips the ominous figure down and pulls it apart with his paws. A strange light briefly glows from his body as some distant entity blesses Chappelle for destroying the foul sign. Chappelle learned blessed. Oh wow. Bless. Gain +1 to 2 random stats at the start of each turn. Oh my god. The end of your turn with unused. I've used this movement a lot. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of Stoic. That's an easy get rid of. I like moving most turns. I'm not really a big fan of staying still. I like to finish fights quick, so staying still, I don't know. It's just not my play style. Can do that. Oh, and then reload. Game time. And bro healed a lot. Chappelle healed a lot, so we're good. We're good. Alright, Dave leveled up. Merciless. When you deal 10 or more damage in a single hit, gain +2. Shield and refresh your movement action. Ooh. I do think it's this. I think it's Merciless. We deal, this deals 12. So every single time we go for that. especially in the front. It's just gonna be extra shield. And with him being such an offensive unit that's not really the greatest at protecting himself, I think those go hand in hand, fully through the sticky maze. Oh, very nice, very nice. Our random chance scenarios are going super good. Now we got the Flush Master, so it is time. Our next boss fight is against the Flush Master. This is a little bit of a peskier boss due to the fact that distance doesn't matter. They can hit all units up to 10 tiles back into one singular direction. If you're not careful, you can hit into the spiky rocks and gain bleed. The other annoying aspect of this fight is the Flush Master can teleport, sometimes completely across the map, and other times directly in the middle of your team.
Fight back, nigga! Fight back, nigga! Fight back!
This is the exact reason why I prioritize good movement, so that we're not hindered by the teleportation of the Flush Master. So let's see how this fight plays out. Alright, we're getting hit down, of course, because that's going to make them hit each other the hardest. Fairs. Oh, you're gonna go that close? And then we'll move behind you. Get some edge off. And I can't hit you into bro. Let's try that. It does hit into my bro. Oh, but we get a whole nother hit too on it. So that was definitely worth it. He's gonna hit into you. Nice. Alright, we gotta heal. Yeah, let's try that. Is this on our side? It is on our side. Okay. At least I think so. Alright, that worked out. I wanted you moved. And then now we can go here, snag this, snag that, and then we can hit you again. Nice. And I could still do that, but I'm gonna save. Nice. Alright, and we'll move there. We'll do that. And we could do this. It would block off our way of moving, and that hits our boy. So we don't want to do that either. Yeah, that's too restrictive. So that's unfortunately not worth it. Yeah, that's not worth it. Oh, you're gonna land on the food. So nice, that worked out. Oh, I moved perfectly right there, okay. So that's really far, you can't get over there, very unfortunate. And you don't have enough to meet again, so that's a bit unfortunate, but it's okay. We can knock you into that. So we'll do this, Geo. Bam, knock you right in there. Let's move all the way here. And let's line of fire you. Yeah, let's hit that. Oh, it just burned it and it didn't affect them? Is it because they're made out of like sludge? I don't know, that's annoying though. We'll give that to you. No, there we go, there's the fire. And there's the dub. Oh no, we gotta get rid of the doo-doo.
That shit
The
is
doo-doo's
gross!
the enemy too. Can't forget about the doo-doo. We could just shock the doo-doo from anywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna flex and just shock the doo-doo. There we go, there we go. Not a bad boss fight. We're learning, we're getting better, we're doing things. I'm proud of us. But alright, let's see. Alright, so Chappelle, he is leveling up. And what can we use on him? Actually, more movement speed would be great. Yeah, let's take the movement. Because we want him to be able to defend everyone, so the more he's able to get to where he needs to get to, the better that will go. We are doing great. Let's red candy up. Dave gets a level up, so now +2 to a stat and a full heal for him as well. And Dave is pretty speedy. Dave could use a little bit more health, but also we could just go crazy and make Dave just a physical monster. But we have 2 actual magic spells, so that's not the wisest. It honestly may be movement so I could grab his spawned barbecue just like way more easily. It would be nice to get more mana though, because it makes it really hard to use his other abilities. So unfortunately, I think that's actually, I guess not unfortunately, but I think that's it. Because he's really struggling to make the most out of his magic abilities. Cardo trips on a rock, face plants into the ground. Cardo's forehead swells up and he feels... Sorry, there was a loud motorcycle that went by. Cardo's forehead swells up and he feels sluggish from the head trauma. Oh no! Let's keep the show on the road. I'm not trying to lose control. Gassy. Its farts inflict poison 3, farts and projectile, and projects itself forward when damaged. Okay, let's move forward to hit this. Would I rather hit it from the side? Front or side? I think side. And we can stab that. I can bash into that. Cool. Throw some chicken right behind him. Nah. I'm gonna wait on the chicken. It's the boy. This just hits such a crazy radius, man. It's so hard to use. Okay. Let's actually throw the chicken there then. If we're not, no. We're gonna save. Nice. Didn't even have to use the geode. And we'll end there. I can move just a little bit forward and hit an even crazier hit. No, I think that's as crazy as it gets, actually. Actually, right there hits like an abundance of things. Yeah, let's do that. Nice. So nice. So nice, man. Oh, I love our team so much. I love our goofy goobers. Let's make it come forward. Can't knock that one out, but can we knock that one out? We'll do that. Cool. Let's go here or there. Maybe here. Yeah, here's fine. Stab that. And then I can also do this. Nice. Oh. Oh. Nice. Nice. Exactly why I did that. That was beautiful. Okay, I do want these guys away from me now, though. This guy's about to attack, so he's the one worth killing, sadly. Ouchie. So why not? Not just dies and that's it. Very nice, very nice, very nice. I hope they lose poison though. It's the only thing I'm a little nervous about from that fight. I'm gonna just go crazy with intelligence, bro. We're a little mad scientist, bro. Let's get it. Alright, now we can just give something an extra bit of brace. I think that goes here. So Dave and Chappelle will have full builds, while Cardo and Kristina only have 2. Alright, beneath the surface of a murky pool of water, Cardo spies something shiny. Oh no. It's gonna be up to our luck. Use an item from the backpack, dive into the pool, use an item from the backpack. Let's try, come on. Hey, Cardo pulls an item from his backpack and fishes out the item from the bottom of the pool. Cardo got duty mask, not the duty mask. What? That's kinda cool, bro, but I'm not down for all my guys to just be like stinky, yucky, no charisma losers. I'm sorry, bro. We ain't doing that. Let's get in that toilet, though. And we got the mangy wig. I will give them mangy wigs, though. Is that charisma down too? No, it just spawns the spiderling for every 4 luck you have. So that needs to be here. And that can be there with the ninja bandana. Let's go. Alright, but we're about to go into the fight against Big Dog. So I'm giving everyone healing stuff. We're going all in on the healing stuff. Actually, except for you, it looks like. And I'm not getting rid of what you have. Oh, and I almost don't want to get rid of what you have. It only heals 25, so this is better. Even though it's a single use. Yeah, it's better. And then maybe this is also better. But we've already used this for a full ride where... I think we had that on once, so maybe it'll still get considered used. I don't know. Let's leave it. Let's leave it this way. Alright, boss fight time. Chappelle and the Know-It-Alls versus Boris. Glub, and then I don't know what we said back. Y'all gonna have to let me know what we said back. Nice. We finally made it to the finale of the sewers, a fight against the boss Boris. And I'm actually not too worried about this boss fight against Big Boy Boris. The reason being is that Boris has a design where every time he's attacked, he moves in a direction of the thing that attacked him. As we've seen previously, this kind of constant movement gets absolutely destroyed by Kristina's tower defense. Every single time he decides to move after being attacked, Kristina gets to hit him for an additional hit as long as he's in Kristina's range, which shouldn't be too hard to accomplish. So he's gonna move into us after we bash into him. I like going for this right away with bro. And then I like doing this. And then he actually misses us. And then we could stab him too. He's gonna come in, get hit again. Oh my god, I love Kristina. Kristina may be my favorite. Kristina may be my favorite cat so far out of all my time with the game. Kristina's just absolutely amazing. Yes, hit him. Goodness gracious. It's being so weird about that. And we can do it again. Very nice. We are messing it up. Ouchie. Nice. Oh, ouchie. When does it stop? That was getting crazy. We may have to bank everything here. Other than just doing this. Which is fine. Yeah, let's just do that. I don't like any of our moves there. Ouchie. Okay, Kristina's trapped. Let's get Kristina the heck out of here. Kristina, let's move over here. Heal up. Throw this. Much better. And let's actually eat some rotisserie chicken. So that's exactly why we equip that. You got to be on your toes, making sure to throw the items down on the correct turns where they will actually give you some really like the most amount of value you can get out of those items. I feel like we really maximized that pretty well. I don't want Kristina to get crushed again, but I have no other way of dealing damage here without putting Kristina in harm's way. Let's do this first, so then that happens, and then we can do the one. I actually think we hold off on that just because of Kristina getting pushed into this. I think that's worth it because we're about to go home, so as long as she doesn't die, we're chilling. Nice, and she doesn't just get like slammed into the wall, she moves around it, so that's super cool. Here, we could throw some food. That doesn't work. Alright, so we'll throw some food there. And then we'll move here. Right or in front? It's here. And we'll bam. And then we could bam again. Is that worth it? Yes, it is. So close to dead. Ouchie. Nice, only 7 left. So as long as we just move out of this line, so let's go heal over here. And then we can hit one of these. And that should just be GG's. Or we could do this to flex a little. Can't hit my bro though. Can't hit bro. I cannot hit bro. Let's see what that looks like. And that's GG's. Do you see how fast that was? Do you see how nasty this team of cats is? Built absolutely different. Like, man, Kristina and them boys? I don't know, man. They may need the banner. Gotta hang their names in the rafters. That was one of the nastiest teams I've ever seen. Come together for the greater good of society. Alright, and I did have to do that max mana, because that's going to benefit Kristina the most, but we're going to go home. It's finally time. Home sweet home. Chappelle and the know-it-alls. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Yes, it was. We killed it, bro. Oh, if only we could go to the caves. I would have definitely took this team to the caves. They were really, really strong. We had nice power-ups on everyone. We were doing some things, so I would have for sure, but we didn't have the caves unlocked yet. That is the next area. So yeah, hopefully our next squad is even a third as good as that crew, because man, that crew was on one. Absolutely insane. You can now adventure to the caves, baby. But alright, let's let them look at all the food, bro. I'm sorry, we killed that run. We absolutely destroyed that run. Alright, there's so many items to decide on what to keep and what to get rid of. I think it's the fish. So yeah, that's the layout we'll keep. Let's get them in the house. Dave, Cardo, Kristina, and Chappelle. You guys are the real MVPs. One of the best little squad of cats I could have ever asked for. I hope you guys enjoyed this super hype episode where I felt like we just showcased the strategy of the game so well, and we were just connecting all the dots. It was like I had a Rubik's Cube and I actually knew how to solve it for once in my life. Really cool stuff. Hope you guys really vibed out with that, because I had a great time. Appreciate your time, and yeah, we're gonna keep things rolling with Mewgenics. I'm having way too much fun. Easily one of the most fun games I've played in a while, and I'm just addicted. So I hope y'all can be addicted with me and vibe out with me. So thanks for your time. See you in the next video. For now, peace out.